Well, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Oxshire, on the panel this evening is JFK and Bridgeman. Evening, gentlemen.
Good evening, Oxshire. Good evening, Bridgeman.
Can I say a big good evening to you guys in the panel here, and a huge good evening to the guys in the lobby, but to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
How are we doing, Bridge?
I'm excellent, pal. Excellent. Really happy. Looking forward to the game. One sleep to go, pal. One sleep
One
to go.
sleep and a nap, mate. You get a wee nap after a minute.
One and a nap.
You can't beat a nap, JFK, can you?
No, you cannot, mate. You cannot.
How are you?
I must admit, I've never fell asleep in Ibrox. I'm trying to catch up with JFK on that one.
No. I was talking to Fox earlier on. Oxshire, you were asking how I was. I'm not so good. I hurt my left knee very badly. Bottom of my leg went one way and the top went the other way, and I have got a left leg, knee, and it's about 3 times the size.
Oh my God!
I know that one, Bridgeman. That's what they call the altar boy knee.
The altar boy knee.
As you get older, it starts affecting you.
Absolutely. Oh, I nearly swore there. So I'm self-medicating. I thought to myself, what will I do? So
We'll see you tomorrow.
I'll get some Cocodamols, and I thought I'll buy some cider, which I have done, and my good lady got me a bottle of Russian water.
What's that?
Okay.
Vodka.
Oh, very good, Jimmy. Very good.
So the cold was paracetamol, Lemsip, and all that, but tonight it's Cocodamols, big pint can of Strongbow, and a quadruple vodka.
You're Graham watching you there. Is he watching you drinking?
Oh, hey, I don't let him to watch me drinking.
No,
so I've got a right roaster here, and you guys.
All right, mate.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
You take it easy. Mate.
We'll see you
Make
later.
sure the tune's a ballad, Terry.
Make it a wall. She doesn't want a fast one tonight.
Oh dear.
Oh, bro. Well, no brilliant. You've hurt your neighbour.
Oh, that's so
Brilliant how you're medicating.
It's a good medication, mate.
Is it the Russian water with the red label?
It is, mate. It's lovely.
All right, okay.
It's absolutely lovely. Nice.
Is that, they get it at Tesco? That's a Tesco.
Oh, I don't know where she go to for me, but I tell you, it's absolutely magic.
Don't know where she stole it for.
Well, don't go into that one just now.
Good to hear he's laughing, because I think we were all a bit low after.
You're so right.
I'd say Saturday's performance and Saturday's results. You know, I listened to everybody last night. I've thought about it myself, and I really don't think we can put our finger on it. We can come up with several theories. We can come up with different ideas. We've got different formations, different personnel, but we just can't put our finger on this downturn. So hopefully, it's exactly it. It's been a bit of a downturn, and it ends tomorrow when we come out at JFK.
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you in that aspect. I don't think we were all down, and the fact is that, but we are all upbeat. We're an upbeat support. We just can't. You're right. We just can't put our finger on it. I mean, we're still buoyant, and the fact is that, look, we can still win this league. And let's hope that tomorrow night that the manager puts out the team that can stop this stagnation that's happening now. And it's really horrible. Since the turn of the year, we're being really, really poor. You know, even with the 2 wins that we got, and they were good wins, but they were poor to watch.
You can't kid us, mate. We've not kicked a ball, have we?
Exactly, we've not kicked a ball. No, I think tomorrow. I think we'll get that sorted tomorrow night, mate. And I'm confident the gaffer will pick the right team to do the job tomorrow. But as you say, we've spoke about. There's just something new, as the gaffers use the word spark. There's no spark there now for whatever reason. It'd be good to get to the bottom of that.
But I don't know if you ever will. That's just football, Bridger.
It is indeed, pal. It is indeed, yeah. I think that the way we're playing, the way we've been playing this last couple of games, it's been absolutely horrendous for us. I mean, we just went for, even when we played Stranraer, even although we won 2-0, we actually went down the way. We went and played St Mirren. I think it was St Mirren anyway. And gee whiz, it seemed to go down. I know we won, but my goodness gracious, now we end up getting beat with Hearts, bottom of the league. Absolutely rock bottom of the league by a mile. And they go and beat us. We go 1 up and we just can't hold it. We can't play right. We just didn't know what we were doing. We're all at sea. And then, of course, the Aberdeen game. I'm so looking forward to the European games, but when we're not playing as well as we should be or well we could be, then you start to worry a wee bit with the European games. And I would accept the fact that we get beat in the European games, we're going to get beat with a better team in general. But I'm sorry, I don't want to get beat in Europe with playing like that. That's just wrong.
I mean, I accept results. Results happen in football. You can go to Tynecastle, you can play well and get beat 2-1. You can play against Aberdeen and their goal is outstanding and he makes 10 saves and they're kicking them off the line. You hit the post twice. And you say, well, geez, just when you reflect, you say, it was our day, JFK, but it's not just the results, the performances have been poor as well,
The performance has been poor. Many as I've said, and no, we're all playing like we've got a team of strangers out there. And that's a worrying thing. And the manager's got to sort that now. You're right. I mean, we've all been to see some great, even nothing each games in the past. And no, some people say, not an each, but it was a great game. But we're just no doing it at all. I see we'd have played Stranraer off the park and won 2-0. You say, well, no, but it was a rubbish game. The game against St Mirren was the same. And then Hearts bullied us. Hearts done to us what we usually do to other teams with Alfredo. And it's all right saying we missed Alfredo and we missed Tav. But we've all been talking in the past few months about the good quality pool of players we've got. Maybe we don't have that now. Maybe we were kidding Marcel Onox here. So, and the 2 additions we've got, hopefully they can give the rest of the squad a spark that we're looking for.
Hope so. But it'll be interesting. So we're starting to build up to tomorrow night's game and it's still in our own hands within reason, Bridge. So we have to go on a run now. It's important. The fans deserve it, and the manager deserves a response as well. So we want to hear from people. So what's the number?
Oh, the number is 0141 356 1972.
But else going to join us, JFK?
Can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and our good friend Fox will put you right through to us. He's accompanied by Old School Blue.
I thought he was doing a bit of romancing tonight.
Is he?
Well, I had a rumour.
Oh.
Who are you speaking about? Both of them or just the one? And which one?
Oh, hello. Evening, caller.
Hi, Ross from Edinburgh.
How we doing, Ross?
Hey, Ross.
Not too bad. A bit disappointed watching the last couple of games, but it's like, it just seems like that's it. They know what we're like. They know how good we are, and it's 10 men behind the ball at the 18-yard line now.
Is it a compliment, Ross? Is it a compliment?
Well, no. Well, we've got to break them down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, I was at the Stranraer game, and, there's some big laddies, and they just bang, 10 men behind the ball. It's like, it's brutal, but obviously we managed to, it didn't look as though we were going to get the goal, but obviously once we got the goal, it was good, man, but it was hard to watch, but that's the way it's going to be. Every team in Scotland's going to be like that now, apart from Celtic. Hearts was a rugby match. Hearts game was a rugby match.
They dragged us down to their level,
sorry?
They dragged us down to their level.
Aye, exactly, and we fell for it. And we fell for it. Instead of, bringing the ball down, playing it on the ground. We've seen this for years and years and years, and they're not used to it. And it's going to be like that. So unless we can start training towards, breaking teams down, it was football. They were just heading it back, forward. We've seen that for years in the 90s, the 80s, and we're falling for it again. We need to just do what we've done last year
and play football. Football, yeah. Exactly. Ross, is this the first time you've phoned in, mate?
I phoned once before, and I can't remember when it was. It was a couple of months ago.
Right, okay. I don't take everybody phones in. Some of the boys.
Ross,
I
was that
don't.
you that was on drunk and swearing? Was it you that was on drunk
No,
and
that
swearing?
was you.
No, it was a couple of months ago. I phoned. I can't remember what I phoned about.
Give your Rangers story, because that's not a Glasgow accent, eh?
Well, I grew up in the east of Edinburgh and just in Trent, and the big when I grew up, obviously, like, it was a big Protestant movement, but I grew up in that, and you know, we had the big march every 10 years, and so, like, I grew up a Rangers supporter, you know.
Right, okay. And you came through, and what was your era of coming to watch the games? Who did you start with?
Been through for years and years and years. Like, I've had a few season tickets, and you know, I've been to all the European games this season. It's like,
all right, brilliant, Ross, brilliant.
So, great atmosphere, absolutely amazing. We was in the Brimley last time, BF1.
So Ross, what is your era? No, without giving your age away, what would you say is? No.
I'm 40, so I'm 40.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 40 in a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
Oh, ages with myself, Ross.
Oh,
So I grew up with Gaza, Loudrop, Sunacera was the start, you know, and then on better and bigger things, and so it's been tough the last few years and that, you know, but when we went into the third division, I was away to Berwick and stuff like that. It was brilliant.
Brilliant, Ross. Brilliant.
Yeah,
up to Montrose. We're up Montrose three times that season, eh?
That's right.
Aye.
Oh, it was
Do
brutal.
you think the troubles we've had, Ross, has galvanised the support?
Here, I'll tell you what, I was trying to apply for a season ticket this year, and I can't believe it's, you know, we need to extend the stadium, and you know, it's only a couple of bad games. It's only a couple of bad games we've had this.
I don't know
this year.
I don't know how often you listen to the show, but in the build-up to Stranraer, Fox was a wily old fox. That's how he gets his name in it, Bridge, because he's a wily old character.
Indeed.
And he was saying, play our first team, get the cobwebs away. And myself and other people were saying, it's only Stranraer, but God, in hindsight, it looks as if the wily old fox was right.
At the end of the day, you're still going up against all the men. You know, they boys are game, they're big boys. You know, they could drag you down to their level, and that's what's happening. We're getting dragged into their level. We were playing some silky football last year. Amazing. You know, it's like best I've seen in years. You know,
Ross, can I ask you a question, Ross? It's Bridgeman here. See, when you're talking about the Gascoigne and Loudrop era, and did you find that the most exciting era ever for you?
Well, up until now,
yeah.
I think we've not spent anywhere near as much money, and I'm as excited now as what I was then.
Well, that's brilliant. Mind you, that's because you come through all the bad days.
Oh, of course, but no, we played Celtic. We played Celtic off the park. The final.
Twice.
We played Celtic.
Twice.
Twice. Absolutely slaughtered them, eh? And we should be doing that week in, week out.
Big game tomorrow night, Ross. Huge game tomorrow night. Biggest game of the season tomorrow night.
Are you surrounded with hibbies in your social life, Ross?
It's going to be tough, but I wasn't too keen on the Hib striker signing, wasn't. But you never know. He might. I can't mind his name. What's his name? My nephew's a Hib, and I was slating him, and he goes,
Kabari.
Mate. He might come good. You never know. He missed a sitter at the end of the Aberdeen game. 1-on-1.
If we wanted to play too big up front, we should have sent that Jane Parks.
No.
Sorry, what was that?
Nothing. Let that one go.
I said he was 1-on-1 with the keeper. If that was Morelos, that was a goal.
Aye.
You know what I mean? That was it. Like 3 points. You know, I watched it. It was like straight on goals, and he panicked. He never panicked. He just didn't attack the ball. You know, let the keeper come in and collect it. You know, bang. All he's got to do is just bang it to the side. If that was Morelos, that's a goal. You know, I had my hands on my head watching that. I was like, oh my word. You know what I mean? Even if it was Defoe, it was a goal. You know, but. I'm
hoping. You know, this Morelos, as you said, going through and go. He can score. I'm looking for him to come back tomorrow night and do just that. Take the ball through, beat the keeper, and put it in the net. That's what I'm thinking.
The boy's an animal. I've watched him. Oh, the boy's got some. You've seen the legs on him. He's an absolute animal. You know, he's like he can hold the play up. He's amazing. You know, he's just. You know, he rocks about the park. He's constantly running. You know, I think lately he's been a bit. I don't know. He's been a bit sluggish, but you know, if you're playing one man up front, I would like us to go back to two up front. You know, but when you've got like say Kent on the wing and stuff like that, you know, you're playing five in midfield. It's great to watch, but they were chopping the ball. They were crossing the ball into Defoe like the smallest guy on the pitch.
I must admit, I would go with two up front as well at the present moment. The two I would pick, I'd go for Morelos, and I'd also go with Purzo to go with him, and they would do me up front.
You've got to what? You've got to, well, obviously, you can if you could, you know what I mean? But
marvellous. He was a huge guy for us. Purzo, my goodness gracious.
Big time, but it's like young boys game. We've played them off the park. We've played all these European teams
twice we've played them off the park, most late goals for them.
You know, and it's like I was kind of lucky. I was sitting right behind the goals when they equalised 1-0, and I was like, oh, geez, oh man. But then when I seen the draw, I was like, brilliant. I'll take Braga every day of the week. You know, we smashed Porto are second in the league. Braga's like 10th or something like that.
I know,
It'll be an interesting time, mate. We've got a chance, but obviously we need to play. We need to play well,
Exactly. So I'm waiting for the ticket release on the 6th, and I'm hoping to get some tickets again for the Braga game. And I was thinking about travelling, but I've got a few things on it. But it's good to travel with the Rangers, Amazing.
Brilliant. We'll
guys.
share a travelling in the bygone days of yore, JF.
Aye. Some I can't remember, so. But they were good.
Right, guys. I'll wish you a good night, and hopefully
Ross,
we'll have a good result
thanks very much for the call, mate. Really nice to speak to you, mate.
You too, guys.
All the best, Ross. All the best.
Yeah, Ross, take care.
Tomorrow,
Come back again, pal. Come back again.
Cheers.
Oh, definitely. Have a good night, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Bye.
You too,
Bye.
We're a big hit in Edinburgh at the moment, lads. Big hit in Edinburgh.
Aye, definitely.
He was nice. Ross was a nice guy.
People want to phone us. I sound like an absolute gentleman, just like yourself, Bridge.
Thank you.
People want to join us. What's the number?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
Where else can I join us, JFK?
Join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and you'll be put through by the fantastic Fox.
I think Fox has joined us, mate.
Good stuff.
He's there, mate. He's
surely not.
Yes, he's with us. Evening,
he's come out
Fox.
his den, isn't he? He's come out his den.
Good evening, folks.
How are we doing, mate? That was a great call for the boy Ross there.
Well, it's very enjoyable. You just caught me at a bad time there. I was trying
sorry,
to
mate. I'll phone you back in 2 minutes then.
Try to light my fag with my inhaler, so I'm completely with it tonight.
You're having a roaring success attack.
If Jimmy lit his fag with a big cloud of alcohol.
Oh, Christ. As long as you weren't trying to light a fag and put a suppository in.
No.
Remember what's to go where.
Well, you never know, JFK. You never know, you know.
Oh, well, I suppose, but I'm not going there.
Don't stop.
Fox, we're moving on to tomorrow night. What's your thinking, mate? You're the guy you've got a lot right. I go back to the Stranraer. You were beating the drum, play your strongest team. And people would argue since then it became flat. How you seen it tomorrow night?
Well, I'd play my most creative side tomorrow night. That's what I would do. It's the best we can do. It's been tight against Hibs, mate. We've won the last 3 out of the last 7 games against them. We've won 3. I think we won 1-0, 3-0, 6-1 and 1-0. But before that, there was 4 consecutive draws against Hibs. So the day gives a tough time, and we'll need to be up tip-top condition tomorrow night to run out a result against them, I think.
Are you looking forward to the ball game tomorrow night, mate?
I am, as long as the weather's not too cold, mate, for me.
Apart from the weather, you're looking forward to the game?
Oh, I would, aye, definitely. At least Hibs, I think, will not sit with men behind the ball. I think they're one of these sides that like to try and play football. I think it'll be a good game.
All right. Fair shout, mate. They have played and they've opened up this season, Hibs, JFK, yeah, and maybe that's how we took 9 goals after them.
Aye. I think Fox, I think it'll be a cracking game tomorrow. I'm hoping it is. I mean, I would go for a 4-3-2-1 tomorrow. I know I've been chopping and changing different things. I mean, can I give you the team out? If Tavernier's fit, it'd be Tavernier. It'd be obviously McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Katic and Barisic, and in the middle of the Polster, Davis and Hagi, and then I'd have Ryan Kent, Scott Arfield and Alfredo. So I'd play a 4-3-2-1, mate. It's just
4-2-3-1.
a 4-3-2-1, I said.
Or 4-3-2-1.
Hagi, Davis and Polster in the middle. If Tab's fit, then I would just automatically put Polster in there for Kamara and Hagi in for Jack. Keep Stephen Davis where he is. I'd give Scotty Arfield a hangmate, and I'd just have Ryan Kent as a roving winger.
So you're taking a Rebo at the team?
Yeah, definitely. I think we need to try something different. I think something different is going to be tried tomorrow night. But I think we'll all be surprised if it was back to the basics, a 4-3-3. But I think something different is going to be tried. So I'm going for a 4-3-2-1.
All right. Is that the Dusty Bin formation?
Oh, Dusty Bin.
3-2-1, aye.
It's aye. Getting your age away there.
Talking about legends, we've been joined by Albert. Evening, Albert.
Evening, guys. How you all doing?
Hi, Albert. You okay?
All right, Albert.
I'm fine, mate. Aye, I'm great. Hi, Jimmy. How you doing, pal? Where do I start with this? That was that was bad. But anyway, I think we're trying to invent the game. I think we're trying to invent ways to win the game without shooting. By the way, well, I think it's a new way we're playing. It's not working yet, but it might come good. No, I mean, don't shoot, don't ever shoot, and we walk away and win in the game. I mean, the lack of shots is unbelievable. I know we don't create enough chances to have shots, obviously, but good grief, man.
Even when we were playing well, mate, the
positions exactly,
we're in, we don't get enough shots at goal. Yeah, you're right, mate.
Aye, absolutely. Another one is that I see the second ball. See these low blocks that they keep calling. You've got to attack the second ball. That's where you'll get the joy. Let them defend the first one. They've got to clear it, but we own that second one. That's them out of position then. But we don't. We stand back lazy, lackadaisical, and you're getting it. Come on. That's when our pressing was coming into it. But we don't press anymore. We don't run anymore. You're saying we don't pass anymore. You go, why? What's happened here? Why are we not doing these things that we're doing all season? And by the way, remember, we were playing people off the park. I mean, absolutely destroying teams without slaughtering them on goals because we don't shoot. But we were absolutely outplaying teams. They weren't even coming close to us. And all of a sudden, we've stopped all these things. I've got a theory. A couple of theories, a couple of things that I think went wrong with the team. And one of the things I think certain players' egos are starting to get in the way now. We started these Hollywood boys. I don't know what this is all about, by the way, but we seem to hit a lot of Hollywood boys now. And it's driving me mental. It's just driving me crazy because you're getting 1 out of 10 it actually hits the mark. And everybody goes on about what a wonderful ball that is. You go, well, what about the other 10 that weren't they? Wonderful balls.
A straight pass is very, very difficult, mate.
Okay, I mean, it's Connor Golson gets on the ball too much for me. He's all right defending now. He's not too bad. He doesn't make as many mistakes, but he's not too bad. But he takes too much of it. I look at opposition, and they're quite happy when he's on the ball now. They know he's only going to try a 60, 70-yard pass, by the way. He wants to try it all the time. And this is the ego bit I'm talking about. Another one was Arfield. Arfield takes that free kick. That was his ego getting in the way, by the way. That was nothing to do with a football decision or anything like that. He's a Rangers supporter. He wants to try, and he's trying to drive his own, and so is Davis. But their actual enthusiasm, being Rangers supporters, are taken away for their actual skill and ability to read the game. They're actually trying too hard.
And then he takes a free kick. And I'm sitting there going, well, why is he taking this free kick? Never took a free kick last season. Never took a free kick all last season. But all of a sudden he takes that free kick. Why? Barisic is stunning. In fact, there was 5 of them at one time stunning around the ball. Golson being one of them. Arfield. You're going, the 2 people on the team that can hit the ball is Barisic and Kent. Why is one of them not? Why is this not sorted out at training? Why are we all having a committee meeting around this ball during the game? It's madness. Absolute madness. But
I agree
all
with
these
you
things,
there.
all these things add up to why we're not playing so well. All these things, Bridge, add up to why we're not playing.
Absolutely.
There's people getting in the way. Morelos, the one with Kent in the first half. If he squares it, is it the first half? Aye, the first half. If he squares it, he can. Kent's stunning in the middle of the area. It's not a tap in, but it's a shot on goal. He delays it and then tries to pass it, and the guy intercepts it, and everybody's going, "Oh, well, the defender done well." No, he didn't. Morelos, ego get in the way there. He's not playing for the team in that position. He's wanting to take the shot himself, but he sees, oh, all right, I'll get to Kent. It's too late. That fraction of a second lets the defender get into position to block or cut out the pass. That's an ego trip, by the way. That's all that is. If a good football player looks up, he's playing for the team and squares that ball right away and gives the guy in a better position.
I think he's got a problem with match fitness at the moment. I don't think he's up to speed yet. And the one you're talking about there, where we're all shouting, we're up there in the Copeland, we're all shouting that, get it across. But you're right, it's a delay of maybe a fraction of a second, and that makes all the difference.
That makes all the difference at that level, by the way. You're not going to get away with that.
I think you're being a bit harsh here, Albert. You know, a striker's instincts to try and put the ball in the net, you know, and Alfred, I mean, if Alfred would bust the net, you wouldn't be saying that. I understand what you're saying to a point.
He didn't, Jimmy.
He didn't.
I know that. I know he did. But look, I know that, but I think you've been a bit harsh here. You know, I mean, the whole team's playing like a bunch of.
Wait a minute, Jimmy. Wait a minute. It's these wee fine points that make games. No, I mean, he didn't take the shot, but he wanted to take the shot. He then passes it to Kent, but doesn't get it to Kent. So he ends up doing nothing with the ball. No, I'll take it on the chin after Bridge saying he wasn't match fit. That's fair enough. That's fair comment, by the way. It's his first game. But if you're in a team, Jimmy, you know and I know, we've all played in teams. The team's got to play together. You've got to play together. You can't let egos get in the way. As soon as ego gets in, and by the way, another thing, and I'm not saying Morelos is a bad apple, but one bad apple can spoil a barrel. We all know that.
But you're saying
teams apart. I don't know about that, Albert.
No, I'm not saying he's a bad apple. I'm not saying we've got one. Aye, but I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's a bad apple. Nowhere near him. I'm saying that. No, I mean, but you've got to remember, you've got to get egos out of the way. You've got to get them out of the way. Start off playing for each other.
I accept some of that criticism about performance on Saturday. I think some of it's valid because we were slow and lethargic. But no, we can't. We also can't catch a break, Albert.
Exactly, mate. But that's the old saying, isn't it? When you play well, you get all the breaks going. When you're playing bad, but see this, if we don't win tomorrow night, or that's a league, that's all nonsense, by the way. All that's happened here is you find out about your players in situations like this. No, when you're running all the tap of teams like they're doing at the moment and all that, you find out players when your back's against the wall. And I'm quite confident our team will come from roaring back, by the way. Quite confident.
Shoulder to shoulder with Stan. And young Star Dog's joined us. How we doing, Star Dog?
How we doing, guys?
Alright, your good self, mate.
Aye, no bad, mate. I've got a wee question for yourself and Jimmy and Bridgeman.
Alright, can we ask Albert as well?
You can ask Albert too, we can ask everybody because you were there and you...
Don't make it too hard for Jimmy and Bridge.
No. The 9 in a row era.
Uh-huh.
The teams defend as much against us when we were winning the league titles, or was the league more open? Because obviously I can't speak for that, mate. I wasn't about back then. Do you think Scottish football has got more defensive?
The 9 in a row era, it started in 9 in a row era. You had other Scottish teams, the D United, for instance, who were
Aberdeen were there as well.
And when we won the league the first year, well, it wasn't. I don't think it was 9 in a row, but the start of the Souness era, they were getting to European finals.
Yep.
Yeah. Motherwell were the team who had the reputation. Tommy McLean used to be the one that we used to see part of the bus and try and dig us out in the counter-attack. Scottish football had better players then, in my opinion. JFK then, Bridge.
What about 7, 8 and when we won 7, 8 and 9, see towards the end of the kind of thing, but when we were dominating the league and things like that, do you think teams did defend more against Rangers than anybody else? Like, do you think this has been consistent, Jimmy, or do you think this is just kind of recent, mate?
No, I think the fit by them is far, far better to watch, and I think what Oxie said, look, when Graham Souness came in '86 and then we went on for 9 in a row, obviously there was the wee glitch in the middle with the puddle drinkers winning, and then we went on and just stormed it. But you've got to remember, Stardug, I mean, some of the players that Rangers managed to bring in that era were absolutely, some of them were world class. And they get brought to Rangers because of the situation in the Heysel Stadium and things like that, and the band that they got. And we had some world class players. And it didn't matter how they tried to defend. We had players that could break them down. We had world class players at Ibrox. So, look, Oxger and Bridgman and Albert or Hangman and any of the guys in the lobby and that. See, going to see Rangers in the 9 in a row era, you were going to the game knowing you would win. And I don't say that lightly. That's the way you felt. You knew that the team that you had, Stardug, was a team of winners. Right? And I don't think we've got that yet. Sorry, mate.
When you look back, you think we won every week. But when you look back at the seasons, we didn't.
No, we didn't. You're right, mate. But going to the games and watching the football, we 9 times out of 10 we did. I know we did lose some games, you know. I mean, the perfect one was, I mean, the seasons that went to the last game, like the Aberdeen game, the Sheep game, and Mark Heatley scored 2 goals. You know, the wonder header for the fantastic cross with Mark Walters.
The week before we lost 3-0 at Fir Park.
You just took the words out of my mouth. The week before that, I mean, we're at the old Fir Park at that time, and you're thinking, what's happening here? We get hunted 3-0. And then we went to we took the Sheep back to Ibrox, and that was an Eastern closure. And you've got to remember that time. I know, that's when the blooming fences were up on the enclosures, and it was Dan Garoos at that time, as they say. But Stardug, you're right. But what we had the players at that time. There was teams that did defend, but they couldn't cope with the Rangers.
It wasn't quite this 10 men behind the ball.
It just seems now, guys, that every team defends against us now. You know, and I was thinking, Ken, when you're dominating the league and you've got world-class players, I can understand how everybody would defend against you, but you are saying it wasn't even like that back then. It's more like that now, so...
I would disagree, Stardug. I would say it was defending then. It was defending then. The difference then, as Jimmy's pointed out, we had better players. There's no getting away from it. And I like my team now, don't get me wrong. I like my team now, but we did have better players, and it takes world-class players. All you need to do is look at the Tottenham and Man City game the other night there, doing it their new stadium at Tottenham Stadium. I mean, I sat and watched that 90 minutes, and good grief. And who won? Tottenham won 2-0. And by the way, all they did the whole night was practically defend.
Yeah.
And that's what you get in world football. Now, it seems to be this low block. They've come out with this terminology, low block. It's just crap football. Call it what it is. It's crap football. And all that's happened now is, I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't time for it. I don't get any credit whatsoever, because I've told you before, you can train Shave Depths to play like this. You really can, by the way. It's not that hard. All you need to do is just stay in your position and don't go out too far. Stay in your wee area and don't go out. And that's basically it. That's just it. And just kick it away. Don't bother trying to win the tackle and pass it. Just kick it away for the player that's coming towards you. That's all you need to do. That's defensive football. And all this, they're well organised. Garbage. They're just garbage football players. Stranraer, they fat has-beens showed you. If they can do it, anybody can do it. It's not that hard. And they shouldn't get any credit because they drive people away from football. I can't watch it.
You can coach good defensive play, Albert. You know, you can work hard on it and get your shape and make sure that...
I agree with that, mate. I agree with that. When you see a good defender, like Carlos Cuellar was an excellent defender, big rear, excellent reading again, excellent defenders. Aye, great defenders, but you know, Bridgman, aye. But you can see good defenders, and good defending is good defending. But everybody behind the ball is no good defender. That's just swamping an area of the park and no letting creative players play. I mean, we've all done it. We've all played in these games when you're trying to create something and they're just towing the ball away from you anywhere. Well, as long as it goes away from you, if you're a creative player, well, we don't want you to have the ball. That's all it is. And I was listening to that. Like that Leicester game the other night, and they were on about the You got Madison, the boy Madison. All we did was we crowded him out. We made sure he couldn't play. That's modern football for you.
That's what they do all the time.
They're not in it for entertainment. They're in it for results. They're just in it for results and bonus money.
See, going back to the 9 in a row era, when Starberg was asking about, I think there were teams, maybe half the league teams were, shall we say, defensive, totally defensive minded, but could play football. They had still the good players in their team. The difference.
Somebody's buzzing. Can I ask? I think it's Cairo.
You're drilling.
Somebody's buzzing.
He sounded he's coming in a helicopter.
Stardug it is. Stardug. It's no Cairo.
I was just going to say that.
I blame me.
I remember that.
I always start with the youngest Cairo.
I remember Rangers were one of the best, shall we say, counter-attacking teams in Europe. They were absolutely outstanding at counter-attack. They could absorb the ball, absorb these attacks. The Laudrup and Gascoigne were nearly always stayed 10 yards inside their own half. Maybe have to drop back a wee bit. But my God, would you Gough and Brown or Butcher and somebody else, you had these people, they could push the ball up on the ground. My God, we used to break at certain pace. Fantastic. We were brilliant counter-attacking.
But Laudrup Gascoigne's results in Europe are pretty ordinary, mate.
Yes, but all I'm saying is that in the 9 in a row era, in my opinion, we're one of the best counter-attacking teams in Europe. I'm not saying we won all the games, but we were brilliant and we did it such a lot in our league. And that's why we won 9 in a row, because we were really, really good at settling down. Other teams you have to give way because they're not bad teams. Some of these teams we were playing were really good. And then you could counter-attack on them. Laudrup was wonderful. Gascoigne with his elbows out. It was like a rowing boat, wow, straight through. Fantastic stuff. And that's what I like about them.
Bridge. It's like Archie Knox says, Bridge. Archie Knox says that. That's what Archie Knox. What does the Rangers need to do to get better? Buy better players. It's simple.
Absolutely. Quality
is simple.
Anyway, we've been joined with somebody who might have a view this evening. Cairo, Monwaka.
How you doing, Ox? All right?
All right, mate. How's the preparations for the World Championships going, mate?
Oh, not so good.
All right.
Tip fell off my queue.
All right, mate. You're always eating a new tip. You're still using the same queue. 44 new
still the same.
Cairo, I was playing the other day, Cairo. I was on a 147 the other day. I just missed the first rid.
What number? Where does that bus go to? I don't know, guys. I've been listening to the archive loyal the day. I listened to you last night trying to explain what's going on. And I've given you my theory before, and I'm still sticking to it. That Jim and Doug syndrome. That's what I've got. It's a mentality thing. We haven't got there. It's just there's something inherently wrong with us because you don't have 11 players getting off the bile in the wanny. That's just no. You got 1 or 2 players maybe. This is something that whenever we get there, there's something clicking in. Whether it's the way we're getting coached, whether it's the way people are, whether it's the feeling in the dressing room, whether it's the pressure just coming to bear. But that's a couple of times I've said to you about this. And all the players just suddenly aren't bad players, or they're suddenly just they're just no good enough. Everybody's fell a couple of levels, and there's something in there that's causing that. Now, I've been calling it this Jim and Doug syndrome, but there's something definitely there. I don't know whether it's the weight of the world getting on their shoulders whenever we take the lead, or with a chance of getting away, but there's definitely something in there, and that's a management thing. I think it's something to do with how the pressure gets to us, or how the mentality is. We've just lost that winning thing. And when you talk about the likes of Laudrup and that, every one of them, they were all winners. There were leaders on the park. There were 5 or 6 or 7 leaders on the park. Only one captain, but there were 5 or 6 leaders. They were always geeing each other up. When you talk about teams playing defensively, they always played defensively. Jings, when you think back to the Italians back in the 70s and early 80s, that's how they played their games, man. They went 1-0 up. It was the bus went back and the wall went up, and they started defending, and they played in the break. Well, I mean, they're a guy exemplified it, and his name was an absolute misnomer, that Gentili. I mean, he gave nothing away. He's a great football player, but you watch him at a corner, he had about 4 folk in the face with his elbows before he even got to the ball, you know. But that's the kind of thing they've done. So for us, we've got to look at ourselves. So we've got to look at what's causing this lack of form whenever we seem to be going for it. Now, people are saying it's because the winter break and that. But we've had a wee couple of dips in form last season, certainly, when we had a chance to break away and we never done it. So I think there's a fundamental problem there, and I don't know what it is. I think it's a mental thing, attitude thing, whatever you want to call it. But there's something there that we need to get rid of. Whether you, as Bridgman said the other night, you bring in a psychologist or you bring in somebody, but we need somebody that's going to take us through that gap to get us.
I tell you, your jibbing Doug might be a good theory, mate. Instead of next year taking him to the bye, take him through the Doug's, mate, and have him running around that track, might do him there good.
Well, let us see what happens to a Doug at Jibs.
Can I come in there, Oxshire?
Aye, of course you can, mate.
What Cairo? How you doing, Cairo? What Cairo's saying there? I've got a lot of agreement with him there. You know, I think it's something that we don't all want to think is happening, but there's definitely something no right in the dressing room. That's my way of thinking, because I mean, 11 players can't play like that. I mean, maybe 1 or 2 games, but that's just 4 or 5 games we're talking about here, and it's been rotten to watch, and nobody's playing together. And what Cairo's saying there is right. You know, I mean, we need to sort it out. Is there something wrong in the dressing room? Do we want to think there is? Or is it something we're putting to the back of our mind? We want to give Steven Gerrard a chance. No, but I think that's something that Naney's and Cairo's new broached the subject now, because I think it's something that should be spoken about. I think there's an underlying reason why the team's not playing like that, and I think a lot is not saying frightened, but we don't want to think there is something happening under the Steven Gerrard era. But there's got to be something that rang in the dressing room that's seen the team play the way they're playing, which is rubbish.
Cairo, going back to your theory before I bring Stardom in, the jibbing Doug, that means we should win tomorrow, eh?
Well, it depends. I mean, it depends where it is in the race. I mean, what I was looking at, I said to you just before Christmas when everybody was saying, "Oh, we're brilliant, we're going to get away," I said, "Well, if we can get 3 or 4 games when we're up there and in the lead and we get a wee bit clear water, then if you lose a game, you lose a game because you've lost the game, no because of this. But if we can't get away and we get to that same stage where we can either blow or we start having a series of bad results, then that theory comes back into play, because it's happened again. So between now and the end of the season, we'll see what happens, because if it's fact, we'll win the league, because we'll get up there again. You know, they're going to lose points. Don't make any mistake about it. I think they're going to lose points. It's how we react, and if we can't get in there and get some clean water between us, and maintain that, then there's something fundamentally wrong with how we're approaching games, or how we're approaching winning the league whenever we get to the top of it. You know, we've a good chance of getting there, whether it's pressure, whether it's I don't know. I mean, there has to be something there. Now, if we get that, if we get a couple of games where we can hold the lead, you know, we play 3 or 4 games, and we hold that lead, then that disproves that theory, and it says, well, even if we lose a game after that, we're going to lose that old game now and again. It's too obvious to me when I look at probably the start of last season, when we had a chance to do something, we've always fell back, and I don't know what it is it's causing.
You've been consistent in that view, Cairo. Consistent. Wanted to be proved wrong, but consistent in the view.
Well, and it's something, you know. It's like everything else. It's just the way I feel about it. It's just something. There's something you can't. I don't know what it is, but there's definitely something wrong there. Now, I'm not saying it's trouble in the dressing room. I don't think it's that. I think it's a fundamental thing about our approach to things. Because you know, if you get 1 or 2 players getting off the bail, fair enough. Okay, we've lost a couple of players through injury, suspension, whatever it is. But you can't have the other. You know what the theory you were talking about last night when you were talking about it. you've only got 10 good players and the rest of them are makeshift, or 12 good players, the rest of them are makeshift. If you lose 2 or 3 of them, then you're bringing in less standard players. I don't think that's the case. I think these players, before Christmas or before the break, these players were coming up and they were maybe one of them had a no game that was after that type of thing, or Jack went down to a level that hadn't been played. But the other 9 or 10 players in the hope that came on made up for it. So for me, there's something wrong when you've got 11 players 11 players plus whoever's coming on and doing nothing. Or dropping down that couple of levels. They're definitely that's no an individual thing, and it's no that's a fundamental thing to me. And I'm not a psychologist, so I didn't know the answers.
No.
But
it's given us food for thought, Cairo, and it's been disappointing. The performances have been disappointing, the results have been disappointing, and we really can't put your finger on it. And yours is
you asked me the question. You asked me the question a couple of weeks ago. You asked me the question. You said, "What do you think, Cairo? Is that your theory or whatever it is?" And I said, "Well, it's not really, because that'll not go until such time as we can take the lead and hold it for 3 or 4 games. Once we can do that, then you can say, I'll stay out in front. Then you're telling me then I'm talking rubbish. Fair enough, but it'll still to be disproved. And I think as we go through, so there has to be something that will go today. I hope we fund it quick, because we're going to need to fund it quick. We can't afford to lose any more games. I mean, it's not just the way they're playing as well. I mean, we're back to the discussion we had with Warburton about we're passing the ball across the park. We're becoming so predictable again. We lost all that for about 3 or 4 months here, didn't we, before the break? But we're back to that again. So we're starting to dredge up the old Warburton thing, and you think to yourself, well, geez, we're falling back to that. What is it that's causing that? There's something there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the modern thinking, or whether it's players falling into their own, doing their own thing. We've got there and falling into their own thing and no listening or whatever. But it's a management thing. They need to make sure that their players are on song, they're in tune, they're playing the way they're told to play, and if they're not playing that way, then they're taking off. They're substituted. They're not playing the next game. So that's the way I see it. And keep that competition going for places. But I don't know what it is.
All right. Doug, can you comment? You can take that wee question we talked about your 9 in a row team, and then you can maybe comment on Cairo's theory.
Yep. My theory was just, obviously with a lot more world-class players, with the pick of the bunch down south, we're winning all the championships, mate. And my point was, you would just think that the teams would defend more back then, and not so much now, considering where we've been for it. I know we're building something now and things like that, but I mean, and what Cairo says is absolutely right. Well, there isn't something right now. We've all agreed on that, mate, but it's not been right the past couple of weeks when we get back for Dubai. I just hope it all stops tomorrow night and we go out there and we have a solid 90 minutes performance against Hibs. As long as we get the 3 points, mate, nothing else matters to me. I'm like JFK. I would change it. I would change it to a 4-2-3-1, but as everybody knows, and I would play Polster in the midfield and all, because I just think we need a wee change up, mate. I think a reborn Kamara could be doing me a wee rest. Alfredo's got 90 minutes under his belt, as the manager said as well, so it's good to have him back, mate, back to full match sharpness. I'm just looking forward to getting the game done with tomorrow, to be honest with you. I can't wait for it to start, just to see how we're going to play, if something's clicked, what he's done in training, if he's tried to change anything up, because you would think after the past 3-4 games, nothing's really worked for us on the part. You would think by the game 5 something would be changed up, maybe a wee tactical change or a player change or whatever, mate. I'm expecting to see some sort of change tomorrow though, because I think it needs to happen. I think it needs a wee freshen up.
Stardog, the teams back then did defend as well. I mean, I was sick tired with Dundee United with Paul Sturrock and that. They defended all the way back. Dundee United normally got a goal against us with a breakaway with Paul Sturrock going up. So other teams did do that back then as well. It was just that we had a better player.
Carol, when you've won the league 7, 8, 9, you're going to the 9th season in a row, you think everybody blow up, you're sick of us, you know what I mean? You think it would be everybody against you just to defend, to stop that from happening, especially with the players we had, you know what I mean? You expect them to be getting kicked off the park every week. Maybe players were harder back then, they probably were, do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I just wanted to know for the likes of yourselves that have lived it and you've been there. Do you think the Scottish League has went backwards defensively, or has it always just been like that?
Well,
and obviously,
maybe that's when we done 10 in a row back in the 30s and 40s, mate, what it was like then.
It was a different game as well.
Shocker.
Then it was a different.
Shocker.
It was a different game then as well. I mean, when you the likes of the 10 in a row team, you had guys there. They'd won that first season. They were so high. The euphoria was there. Then they knew how to win. And you had guys like Ian Ferguson. You had guys like Terry Butcher. You had guys that were coming in there that were driving you. There wasn't the team. You pick any one of the teams that played back then. When that in the 9 in a row, you think any of the players in there that were playing, there was always a couple of leaders in the team. We don't even seem to have a leader in the team now. They're a big difference right away. That's one difference I would say. Back then, with guys that were winners and they were leaders on the park individually, you didn't need a captain.
One of the big things I know, Stardog, was the other teams are taking points off the scum. We never won every game as Ox's point to do it, but. Yeah. Other teams are taking some points after them and on a regular basis. At the moment, that's not happening.
They were only runners up 3 times in their 9 in a row.
Exactly. So you've got the competition for them, which has not been there since 2012. Basically, let's be honest. So they're running high and running about like they're world beaters and all that. We actually need competition for the last 6, 7, 8 years. So you've got to take that into account, along with us trying to rebuild a club. I mean, we're not just trying to build a team here, we're trying to rebuild a club. And no other club in Scotland's history anyway has ever went through this. Probably in British football has not went through this. To try and build a club, build a team and win a league. I mean,
I don't know what you think about that, Albert, but I mean, I think I watched Jurgen Klopp for day one at Liverpool, and he always said he needed 4 or 5 seasons to build a team. Do you think Gerrard's got that time? Because I do agree with that. I think to build a right good squad, you need about 3 or 4 seasons, mate. Do you think Gerrard's going to have that time?
No.
I would love to see him have the time, I really would. But I don't know.
Put it this way, my old man said that, I know, Stardog. My old man used to always say that it takes you 4 years to build a team. Apart from them, they never seem to take 4 years. They can do it in 4 months and 4 weeks and all that, carry on and buy £20 million players for £3 and all that nonsense. No, I mean, but for us, for any team in the world, it usually takes about 4 years to build a team.
Yeah, but I think, in all honesty, it's 4 years, and I 100% agree with you. 4, maybe even 5 years. But in among that lot is time. The time and money. You have to have the cash to start investing into your squad. Okay, Gerrard's had 2 seasons at it. He'll probably need another 2 seasons to get us right at the very top and playing top football in Europe as well. If we've got the money. If we've not got the money, then we'll just be the same as we are now, probably. Fighting through, hoping that everything goes all right and challenging all the time. I love the European side of things. I think Gerrard's absolutely brilliant there. But if the club want us to go and step up in quality, then we need to provide some money.
You can't you can't compete in the money. The Premier League's killed that. We can't compete. Nobody can. Part of the Premiership. Aye, but nobody can bridge by the Premiership. They've killed that. So back then we had money and we could go out and buy decent players. Now we've not got any money. We've got money, but we've not got that kind of money to waste and the crap they're throwing down there. So we've not that sort of bridge is burnt for us. That's gone. That's not coming back anytime soon. That they've killed all that transfer market's killed its own dead. So we've got to try and do it another way. But every other club outside the Premiership's trying the same thing. They've all got the same game plan. Buy cheap, sell beer. They've already in it, develop youth, no this nonsense. This is what the whole world's trying it because there's nothing else to try because Sky money and BT money and all that money is pumped into their game has just killed the game stone dead. As a competition for everybody else, they're killing world football actually, that Premier League. But hey, they're having a great time down there. They're loving it. We've got this, that, and the next thing. Know what I mean? So, and we're all tying into it as well. Sorry,
can I come in here, Rox? Yeah. You got to remember, Albert, when it was the us and the puddle drinkers were the big thing for Sky away back there. Sky V was, and they pumped all sorts of money into Scottish football, and it was a gravy train. We were on that gravy train, and I agree with you about what's happening down there now. The bubble's going to burst. But I think it was Stardog asked the question at the start of going to that. He said about Steven Gerrard. I think Steven Gerrard should be good the 4 years and probably beyond that, but I don't think he will get that. I don't think he'll get it. If if we don't,
I really hope he does.
If we don't win the league this season, he's under pressure, right? If we don't win it the following season, then the keyboard warriors are out there now, and he will be under total pressure. He's got to stay there for the 4 years at least, but I don't think he will if we don't win anything, guys.
And he should be under pressure, Albert. The money he's had, and the team he's got. Okay, he's a rookie. Someday Jeff G just put in Magpie would say he's still a rookie and it's unfair to expect him to get so many players in and win the league. I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
Against the teams we're playing against, the standard the players, I'd say in the up to the late 90s, the mid noughties, I'd probably agree. But the standard of football in Scotland is really poor, and that's no for any other reason other than the fact that the standard of football here is pretty poor. If we can get decent players and get them playing, we should scoosh this league, being honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with that, Kyle. I don't disagree with that. But what I'm saying is, when we were out the league, right, I didn't pay much attention to it, but when we were out the league, you seen the other teams, they weren't strengthening, they weren't doing anything actually. They weren't trying to build stadiums or nothing like that, or try to get better players. But since Rangers have come back into the league in the last 2 or 3 years, all of a sudden you're getting Motherwell getting players for Borussia Dortmund and Aberdeen getting players for Atletico Madrid, and you're going, wait a minute, where's all this money coming in? How come they're getting all these players now? They never got them before, but they're getting them now.
They're one reason the television money's went up because their one team has come back in and they're getting that same team twice a season, so money's going back up. It's not the Berwick Rangers and the Queen of the South that's getting the money now.
Well, I think the Blue Pound has got a lot to do with it as well.
That's we're
sort of an enemy against ourselves for going to their ground and providing them with money and revenue.
The bridge started now. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. Get yourself some mute. And Technical Terry's going to play us a tune.
Technical Terry.
It's just music, Dana. Saki.
Bridgeman, you finished?
Yeah. Wasn't it? That was brilliant. I was skating across the sculler there, pal.
I've made false accusations. I assumed that was technical Terry. That was actually Fox who played that.
Oh, it's Fox that played it. Brilliant.
Yes.
Really good. Well done, Foxy. Well done.
Does anybody know the words to that tune?
Yep.
Go on, Jimmy. Give us the first line.
It's Lily Libero. Lero, lero, lily balero, lily balero, boo-da-da-da, ha-la-la-la-la. There you go, huh?
Lero, balero,
Yeah. That was a good duet there, wasn't it?
I feel I fell inside a shortbread tin.
Jimmy Shan Loyal.
That tune won the British Empire, my friend.
There you go.
Up the Khyber.
Up the Khyber.
The kibosh.
Right, can I just have a shout out for a Mrs. Wallace? Good Rangers name that, Mr. and Mrs. Wallace from Bells Hill. Was very own CC was doing some work in their house, and they're listening to Rangers radio for the first time this evening. So a good shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Wallace. Listen, I promise we'll play a better tune tomorrow night, alright?
Mind that tune, that's a great tune.
Huge shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Wallace. Well
It's
done,
a
Oxford.
fantastic tune.
Nothing wrong with the tune, no. Nothing wrong with the tune. What would you do to that? Would that be a Dancing White Sergeant, Cairo?
Oh, that'd be a King Billy's March.
Aye.
Oh, King Billy's March.
It's a regimental march.
I love it, pal. I love it. Oh, brilliant.
That's Skipper says it's a Remy Regimental March, it is.
Yeah. I've got the side drum on my knee here if you want me to start.
Oh.
Obviously, you're sore knee.
That'd be a snare drum.
That's a good point
knee.
there, Albert. How's
Snare
your
drum.
sore knee now, Jimmy? How's your sore
And the
knee?
right knee's alright, the left knee's knackered.
And is the drink no helping
would
at
be
all?
doing the Gay Gordons to that
It's
one.
a drink no helping what? Hey, never mind gay, my name's no Gordon.
How did you do it, Jimmy? Jimmy, how did you do it? Did you fall off your high heels or what? How's that happen?
Wasn't supposed, when I was up at your house, you weren't supposed to tell anybody that.
And don't wear a wee black number again. Clash like that.
If he had these high heels on, he's still only about 5'4".
Aye, that's true, aye. You know what to say? Schlong.
It was chuck up. Yourself, guys.
Terrible.
See you tomorrow, Albert.
It's funny.
I've got an excuse, Jimmy. She gets me ready. I don't even get myself ready.
I saw that. Aye, it was quite embarrassing.
Had to be some photo with you two.
Hey, we're selling them tomorrow. We'll be autographing them as well.
So are we, unless you deposit £10,000 in the Rangers radio bank account.
Oh, Cairo. I don't deal in small change, mate.
He just sends all his money to his cousin in Nigeria.
The Prince.
Excellent stuff.
Right, brilliant. Well, thanks for that tune, Fox. It sure was a talking point, yeah? Right,
well, a wee bit of culture didn't do any use lot any harm.
That's true.
Anyway, can I have a big shout out to it as well to everybody walking the 33 miles from Livingston Stadium to Ibrox Park overnight on the 14th of February to raise money for mental health and male suicide. This has been done by a group called, I think it's not to be confused with Kick It Out. It's Kick Mental Health. They run sessions in Livingston on a Monday night at the Vanatine Health Club. And if you go along there, you can do a bit of track work and get to meet the people. It's run by a guy, Ali, I think his name is, Ali Bingham, who started out in Lanark and then moved to Livingston. So a big shout out to everybody taking part in that.
Yeah. And is there a Just Giving page, Fox, if anybody wants to contribute?
A Just Giving page, mate. I'd actually read it in the paper about the boy starting up the group in Livingston, so best of luck to him.
Here, mate. Here.
Can I just
it's a problem of modern society, mate, and unfortunately, it touches May's families. Everybody thinks they're immune, but you'd be surprised.
Yeah. Can I just cheer everybody up? I know it's a serious subject now, but Jim Traynor tweet. We all know who Jim Traynor is. He's our PR man.
Right.
And his latest tweet is, he says, I happen to be present when we let a certain Mr. Michael Stewart know that his trial had been a spectacular failure. My abiding memory of him weeping uncontrollably and having to be deposited on the pavement outside Ibrox never fails to bring a smile to my face. He wasn't good enough for Rangers.
Oh, well. I actually seen him play one of his trial games. He played at Fulham against us. I think that was 2004, mate. Big Puzzle scored a fantastic overhead kick. We beat them 1-0.
Oh, I remember that game. Yeah. I remember that game.
Was he playing that day?
He was playing for Rangers that day.
Right, that's how memorable he is, huh?
Bitter young man, that. Very, very bitter.
Yeah.
Toxic. Toxic.
Anyway, I just thought I'd read that. It just appeared on Twitter.
Yeah. Thank you, Jimmy. I enjoyed that, by the way.
Yeah.
Enjoyed that.
All right, so look, we've got a decent wee panel in here. We've got some wise men. There's some big hitters at Rangers. Young Stardug with his uppercuts, Cairo with his left hooks, and Jimmy with his head. We've got big hitters in. So tomorrow night, it's a big game for us. And Cairo, I'll go to you first, mate. How are you seeing us lining up, and what's your thinking?
My thinking is we need to go with our strongest team. I don't know if Stewart will be fit. I think the team that Fox read out last night is pretty close to the mark, and I would play the new guy.
All right, Haji. Stardug?
I would totally change it, mate. No, totally change it. I would go 4-2-3-1. I'd put Tavernier back in and move Posters forward into the holding the defensive role with Davis. I'd put Haji in the number 10. I'd put Ojo on the right and Kent on the left with Alfie up top.
Listen, if one of your Rangers get one of the windmills you blow and it goes round.
No.
I can hear it, hey.
We can hear it.
Sounds like the mothership coming back for me.
And what about you, JFK? I know you said it before.
I don't know. I think Stardug's got his numbers mixed up. He's talking about a 4-2-3-1. I don't know where he gets that for, but I'd go for a 4-3-2-1.
What's the formation, Jimmy?
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. Because you don't need three midfielders, mate.
No. But the midfield I've got is obviously my back four would be Tav, Golson, Katic, and Barisic. And in the middle are the Polster, if Tav's fit, obviously, with Davis and Haji in the middle there, and I'd have Arfield and Kent. The Arfield just playing off Alfredo, and I'd let Geef Kent a roving position there. He's a hug in the left. I like him to go left to right. And I think Haji would complement that. His vision for the 11-12 minutes I saw him on Saturday looked quite good. He's a player that likes to play with his head up, looking about. So I'm quite impressed by that, and I hope I'm not going to be disappointed like the rest is. But I would like to see us go away for the 4-3-3. I would really like to see us a 3-5-2, but I would go with a 4-3-2-1 to change it.
All right. Well, there's only one man we get to hear for to see how it's maybe going to go. So get yourself in mute, and let's hear from your manager, Steven Gerrard, MBE.
We debrief every game in different ways. Depends on what we think is necessary at the time. So, yeah, we've certainly looked back at the game as a staff. We've spoken to the players collectively, certain individuals within it. But that's not just the first time this season. It's a regular thing.
It's a case of don't panic, keep doing what you're doing, have faith in that, and it'll come.
Look, I think the first thing is we realise we're not in our best form or the best moments. I think that's the first thing you've got to do. But it's very important that we don't listen to the outside noise, because there's obviously a lot of emotions on the outside. There's people who are paid to give an opinion on the team and how we're playing. We respect that and understand it, but for us it's important to stick together on the inside, keep doing what we do, keep believing in how we play, and we'll play through this period and get back to our best quicker than people believe, and we're confident we can continue to progress.
So how do you find that spark when it might be missing?
Well, look, as a staff, we continue to keep giving the players the necessary support they need collectively, and if there's individuals that are maybe a little bit off it, we continue to give them the support. But the reality is, it's down to the players once the game starts to all stick together and keep pushing and keep doing what they do, and eventually you play through these moments. That's my experience.
Do you think there's been too much made of this apparent different form?
On the outside, yes, but certainly not on the inside. We've had a fantastic season. We're very happy with the majority of it. Of course, we've had a few results in the last couple of weeks that haven't helped us. We're very aware of that. But, you know, in the next 10 days, they can be very positive. If we play well, we can get 3 important points against Hibs. We can go into the quarter-final of cup competition, and then we're ready to play in the last 32 of Europe. That for me is a very, very positive place to be. So, you know, it's about respecting the noise from the outside, because some of it's quite constructive, but a lot of it is unnecessary, in my opinion.
Is it simple then for you to say to these players, go and prove those guys wrong? That's the case, and you go show them why you are challenging, you are in Europe, and you didn't make it to the final of the cup, etc.
I think this fella next to me is saying that to me. He's been around as long as me. He knows exactly what it needs. You know, he's a leader in the team. I think as a manager, when you get a result or a couple of results over a short period of time that are not helpful, you know, you look to people like Stephen and your Alan McGregors and your experienced players in the team to rally the troops and reset and go again. We're ready for Hibs. We're aware of their challenge. They're a good team. But they're a team that within the last 4 or 5 weeks we be quite comfortable by doing really well, both in and out of possession. So the players know what it takes, and I wouldn't be surprised if we bounce back quicker than what people think.
What's your squad looking for that game, James?
A lot better. So obviously James has been a miss, but he's available, and he's a lot more ready than he was at the weekend. Alfredo's obviously 90 minutes in now, so he's still available. Greg Stewart's back now. Greg had a small chance at the weekend, but he would have been a risk with us only having 1-9 available, so we decided to wait till Hibs. So the squad's in much better shape than it has been over the last few weeks.
Why Jack?
No.
Not for this game. Not got a time scale.
He won't be long, but he's got no chance for Wednesday's game. No, it's going to be a slow one. Hopefully, if everything goes well, you'd be probably looking at about 4 or 5 weeks, but it could be longer than that.
Stephen, given the points gap between Rangers and Celtic at the moment, is there more pressure on Rangers to catch up Celtic or Celtic to hold Rangers off?
I think there's probably pressure on both teams. That's the way it always is. But I'm not sure they'll be too concerned about us, and they'll be focusing on what they do, and that's the same in here. We continue to try and get back to our best and our best form. We believe if we do, we'll keep pushing all the way.
Phil Canberry's comments when he signed caused a bit of a stir with Hibs fans. If he was contracted to your club and had gone out on loan, would those comments disappoint you?
Well, look, I can't control what players say, what come out of their mouth. I can only advise them. And the advice I always give every single player is to be respectful all the time, on and off the pitch. But Flo spoke from the heart. He has to say that. I think they're questions that you should put in his direction if you get the chance to interview him. But the advice I always give every single player, whether they're experienced or younger lads, is always try and be as respectful as you can.
Just asking instead of the games, Flo Canberry able to play against Hibs, and is Craig Docherty able to play against Rangers, or is it?
Are they allowed, did you say?
In terms of the loan agreement, is there that?
No, they can't play against the parent club.
Stephen, is it fair to say that performances against Hibs, when you thumped them first time around, are very convincing when at Easter Road, are they sort of benchmark performances you're looking to get back
to? Yes. I think we've, in the main, been very consistent this year. I think up until probably Hearts, extremely happy with the form and the hunger in the team, the ambition and the consistency that they were showing. Hearts is the performance that very disappointed them because they didn't recognise the team, and if you compare it to a lot of performances over the season. But that is the level we need to try and get back to, our European standard. Celtic Park winning away, Easter Road, Motherwell, we went on a run, real tough block of fixtures away from home, and we performed ever so well. So the players know where we need to get to. I don't think there's too much wrong at the moment. I think there was certainly improvements against Aberdeen, but if we can just get our spark back in the final third, I think there is a performance brewing from us. I'm confident of that.
Stephen, there was a survey today regarding VAR in England and how happy and unhappy fans are with it. I think 67% feel that it's not working as well as it should. I know you've talked about before if it was introduced in Scotland. Do we have to look at things like that and take views of fans into consideration before we introduce it here, if we do?
Yeah, I think you always have to listen to the supporters, and I've been someone who thinks that VAR should be introduced, but I do actually think the version of VAR that is used down in England in the Premier League at the moment needs to be tweaked and improved, so that it satisfies more supporters out there. I think you can introduce something and it can be too fussy and involve too many incidences across the game, which takes a lot away from the supporters who sit in pubs and or pay good money to be on the stands and are entitled to their opinion. So we've certainly got to listen, but VAR's getting too much right to ignore as well. It's getting too many big decisions right. I think we just all need to work together to try and make it the best possible version for all the leagues around the world.
Can you understand the percentage of people that are annoyed with it?
Yeah, because at times I'm watching games and I'm getting annoyed as well. The delays and people are going to VAR every couple of minutes. I don't think it should be introduced for that. I think it just should be for certain decisions and big game-changing decisions. All this stuff about if it hits someone's hand in the box, it's a definite penalty, and I disagree with all that type of stuff. I think they're trying to change the game too much, and I'm worried that it'll go away from the game that we all love.
So there's been some comments from Alfredo Morelos over the weekend where he talked about...
More comments?
He's talked about the racism he's incurred here. I mean, how much support are you having to show him at the moment just to ensure that his head's in the right place?
Well, we always support all the players on and off the pitch. Certainly if they feel as if they're suffering from abuse from the stands, we always are there 100% for our players, and we're always there to support other players that maybe are on the end of it in our stadium as well. It seems as if racism is still a problem, certainly in this country, and I've been one who's been very vocal in terms of we all have to continue to keep doing what we need to do to eradicate it, because it's bang out of order, and that's just not me supporting my own players, that's across the board. It's very disappointing that we're still talking about situations like this in this day and age. I think it's embarrassing, really.
In Alfredo's case, is there a worry that you feel that he might just decide that this, what he's going to get on with, it's not worth it? That will drive him out?
I hope not. Because again, we love working with Alfredo. I think he's a fantastic player. I know I'm always going to be biased towards him, but I certainly think he brings something to this league. I think he makes the league a lot more exciting. So I hope not. And as I say, we'll continue to give him the support that he needs. I know he feels strong about these issues. I listened to the interview. But my advice to Alfredo is to continue to be strong. We're here for him if he needs that support, and to continue to do what he does best, which is scoring goals and making our supporters happy.
See, with the Hamilton game and the Cup on Sunday, just how much...
Let's deal with Hibs first. Let's deal with Hibs. If you want to talk to me about Hamilton, I'll be here on Thursday or Friday. Thank you.
Steve, for you as a player, disappointing as the results been in terms of the game against Aberdeen and Arsenal especially?
Yeah, of course, there's no getting away from it. It's been disappointing for us, and I think as the manager said there, the most important thing for us is to focus on trying to get our performances back to a level we know we're capable of, and I think if we do that, then we'll obviously put together another good run of results. But for whatever reason, there's obviously been a little bit of a spark missing, but that can turn very quickly, and we just have to keep working hard and realise what makes us a good team and continue to do those things.
Stephen alluded to one of the most senior members of the squad. You've been here before, you know what it takes. Do you feel that bit more of responsibility from you to rally the troops and sort of get them going again as well?
Yeah, listen, there's a huge desire from all the players and all the staff to have success this season, so I don't think it's a question of anything to do with that there. It's as I say, we've had a little bit of dip in form. Maybe when we haven't been at our best, we've dropped points, and we need to find a way to win games when we're also not playing at our best. But as I said, the main focus is on us. For us, is trying to get our performance levels back to where they should be at.
In practical sense, do you, the boys, the senior boys, you get the guys together away from the management team, do you have a talk, and how do you sort of try to G the guys up?
We had a little chat through the week there together, just as players, and just went over a few things we think we can obviously do better, and things we need to focus on. So,
manager said there's no panic stations. Is it important to stay relaxed and just not allow the situation to get blown up than that is?
Yeah, of course. Listen, I've been here before. I know how things are portrayed after every result, win or lose, and the scrutiny the team's under. But as I say, we have to focus. It's a long season. There's still a lot of football to be played as well, and we just have to make sure we concentrate on ourselves and make sure we go out and do our jobs.
What have you made of Hibs?
Yeah, they're a good side, a team that can cause you problems as well, and good quality. So I'm sure it'll be a good game.
Well said, Mr. Gerrard. Well said.
Mr. Gerrard, a wee bit flat, but professional as always, Bridgman.
I think the things that have been going on the last couple of days round about Morelos has set him back a wee bit in that sense. I think he was wary. He was wary of certain questions, and I like the way he snubbed them. Says, "Well, let's talk about Hibs first." There's the last question, and I love that. I like him when he's like that, and that's what I want to see in here. I just love it. Fantastic. Well said, Mr. Davis. Well said.
As we say every week, GFK, he's a very, very honest manager, and I don't think the press are getting mileage out of him because they're trying to be too negative with him.
Of course, every question he's asked, he answers it very consummately. They don't like that. They're looking for him to stutter and not be able to get out of the hurdle. He's brilliant, they throw the questions at him and it just tells it as it is, and they don't like that. They want him to trip up. It does sound a bit flat at times, but no, I'm happy like everybody else. I'll listen to him all day and all night. So they keep batting the questions at him and he just bats them back to him. So I'm all right with that. I'm just hoping he can lift it.
Well, I hope he can lift it. I hope you're right. We've been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
Hey guys. This is the first time I've put my head above the parapet since Saturday, I think. Saturday's the game was on.
Can you tell everybody who's calling? We don't recognise you.
Oh, it's Jim Paisley.
Jim Paisley.
Pulling your leg, Jim. I'm pulling your leg.
He's a Sonian.
Carry on, mate.
It's a doom and gloom as day man, not in listening. I was listening to the show, right?
Well, you're always happy-go-lucky, Jim. We always hear that for you, mate.
I think you're the doom and gloom guys are right.
Go on then. Put us in my place then. Tell us.
Right. Try and brighten up a wee bit, Gordon. Listen, we've got two new signings there. They played a couple of 25 minutes off an hour each between them. This is going to change your season. This is something new we've got to change this league with. I think everybody's found us out. And this may be something new for us, I think, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Well, I get your comment for you. I think the boy Hadji's got potential. I think the boy Canberry's been brought in as a cover. I don't know how much we'll see, but you never know. I'll go to Stardug with that question. Stardug is always positive.
Right. I don't think we've been fun out. I just think it's form now, mate. There's something that we just can't put our finger on. Everybody on here's tried to have a guess at what could be wrong. It could be one of a million things, but we just hope, mate, we get it right in the next game. I personally think we need just a wee change up in formation and maybe some fresh faces in there just to give a couple of boys a break for a week or two. I think Aribo looks tired. I think Kamara just looks very, very lackadaisical at times on the ball. So I think they two in particular could be doing a wee break. I don't think we've been fun out, Jim. I definitely don't think we've been fun out. I think if we up the pace in these games and move the ball a lot faster, we win these games, mate. I think it's down to our own play. We don't win it. I don't think it's a case of us being fun out.
Do you think the gaffer could change things a wee bit, Stardug,
I've said that. I think it's time for maybe a wee change in formation. I like the formation 4-2-3-1 because I don't personally think, Jim, that we need 3 defensive midfielders in midfield. I think we could afford to lose a midfielder and put an air attacker on. That's just my opinion. A lot of the guys on here have got their informations and things like that, but I just think dropping a centre midfielder, that defensive midfielder, for an air right or left or centre attacking midfielder, I think that would do the world a good, mate. It gives you that extra option, and I think that's where I'd play that boy Hadji in the number 10 role.
When you come, Cairo, give us your thoughts.
Nothing's going. Doesn't matter what formation you play if you're going to play the same game as we play all the time, passing this ball across the. It's not going to change anything. What we need is we need to mix it up a bit. And God, where did this come from? It's a way back to a different manager, but it's the same thing. We're too predictable. We need to mix it up. If I had you guys start shooting outside the box and somebody else starts shooting outside the box, and we start to mix it up, pinging in a couple of hard low crosses, whatever it is, mix it up. Don't do the same stuff all the time. This passing across becomes predictable, and it becomes easy. It becomes so easy, and then you go away from pinging boys. You go away from getting things moving quickly because the easy boys to pass it across. So everybody starts doing that. You slow down and become predictable. We'd lost that, and I don't know what's brought it back, but something certainly brought it back with a bang because we're being predictable again. So we need something. That spark might well be just mixing up. So it doesn't matter what formation you've got.
I think Willie Hadji might change this midfield a wee bit in the way.
I'm going to be honest with you, Jim. In my opinion, it's all right, YouTube, but the jury's out, mate. We've seen YouTube.
No, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'll just say something new, something different. So
let's hope the boys get the girl, the craft, and he's got the potential, but potential and turn it into performances are two different things, JFK.
Of course it is. You know, I mean, I hear what Cairo's saying and Jim and that, you know. It really doesn't matter what formation he plays in a sense, that, but it's who goes out there and plays on the night. And no matter what players we bring in, they need to go and do the job. I can see the Mora being the catalyst, as I said to you earlier on. I think that the Mora is the hangway. It's a bridge. We go to that bridge. If we don't get to that bridge, then I think the league's done, guys. I've said it last night.
A bridge too far.
A bridge too far.
Hey. No, it's no, Jimmy. No, it's not. No, we're winning the league this year, guys. Stop writing leagues after when it's can't be won mathematically. That's when you know the league's gone. It's no gone with these games. Stop giving them.
It's no.
What we're assuming, Jimmy, is they're going to win every game. They're not going to win every game. They're going to have their blip and their fall down as well. Aye. So you need to be ready to take it. So they might go on a run of 3 losses, and it might you're going to say it's impossible. Nothing's impossible with football. So we're just writing out our season up and honing it to them. No, we're not doing that. No chance of doing that.
Not at all. I'm not writing the season off. What I said last night is the same as tonight. That Bridgeman said that, he says it every week. The next game is the biggest game, and the Mora night for me is the biggest game in a long time, in many a season, because the game in hand now was a get out of jail card. That's gone now, and if we don't win the Mora, I'll say now I think it's gone. It's all right to say we can be Rangers till I die and all that, Albert. But
no chance, Jimmy. No chance.
No, but I'm being real. Look. There's heart and head thinking on this, right? I mean, the heart says it's no over. But when you're looking at the way we're playing, if we go out and play the way we've been playing the last few games, then that's not good enough.
Of course, forget about the way we play. Forget the way we play. It's results that count. I don't care the way we play. I know. I don't care about formations. I don't care about any of this. I just care about results. Right, so they go out there. They go out there with a 6-4, a 6-4-1. I don't care about that. I really don't care. I just want to win.
You're an old head like myself, and I would, if I had my way, the same as Bridgeman, I'd get back to 1, 2, 3, and 5, mate. It's the way I went to watch my football, and that was the way I went and learned how to play my football before all the zonal games and all that come in and midfield and all that, So I totally understand what you're saying, but I just think that it's not been downbeat. I just think that the way Rangers are playing now, I'm looking for them obviously tomorrow night to win the game like everybody else. But what I'm saying is, if we don't, then I don't think that's there for us, mate. I just think it's and
100% disagree, mate. 100% disagree. No, I'm not right. I'm not writing anything off. I'm not writing anything off.
On you go, Bridge.
I was just going to say, like, as far as I'm concerned, you've heard me say, I think I said it last night, the strongest team, put out our strongest team, and need to put out our strongest team. I wouldn't change anything if we can help it. Obviously, if Tav's fit and fit enough to play, then Tav would go into his right back slot and take his captain's armband. And young Polster would drop out. I wouldn't change the midfield the way it was. So it would be Arfield, Davies and Kamara. And then you would have Aribo, Morelos and Kent up front. The back four picks itself, as I just said there. So as far as I'm concerned, we must go out with them. We must play 4-3-3 and we must get our confidence back as a team. Because 4-3-3 was the vessel that we won a lot of goals, scored a lot of goals from and won a lot of games. Should I say, Morelos, he's had his wee, shall we say, 90 minutes under his belt now. So he shouldn't be any problems with him. He should be able to come out there and face up to Hibs. No problem at all. In my opinion.
Bridge, can I have it?
Of course, buddy. Of course.
Right. I'm just wondering with the midfield. You keep mentioning surely we're going to change this midfield. We know we are changing the midfield because the midfield has been pony and trap for the last 4 weeks, surely.
I'm not disputing. I
want personnel or change the setup, Jim.
Maybe change it for me. I don't know. Well, the gaffer knows. Hopefully, still knows what he's doing. But it seems to have lost.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. The gaffer, if the gaffer says we want to change, then there's nothing them they can do. Gerrard's going to make the change, but I don't see him doing it personally. I think he'll play. Look, some of the boys have made some smashing shouts. Bring the young boy Hadji in and let him get a run and let him do the business. That's probably a really good shout, but no for me. I don't think it's. I think tomorrow night it's the biggest game of our season. I've not been funny when I say it. Hand on heart, biggest game of our season, and we're going to get tested tomorrow night. Tested. And that team always tests us at Ibrox. It's always a tough match and some fights along the way.
Bridgeman?
Stuart, I believe, is fit and available. So I think he'll go into the bench and we'll get a game along with Hadji and Kamara, Canberry, sorry. If indeed it doesn't go elsewhere, maybe need defenders or something.
We never ever talk about the weaknesses of the opposition we play. We never ever talk. What's the weaknesses of Hibs? We keep going about our weaknesses and how we're not playing and blah blah blah.
They played that narrow in midfield, mate. You can get them down the wings, yeah.
Exactly. So we should look at the weaknesses of other teams and say, right, for us to exploit their weaknesses, so and so needs to play there, and we need to do that. But we never ever do this. We always keep going on about us, how bad we are, and we're not doing this, and we're not doing that. Which we're no. It's a fair point. We're no. But my team tomorrow will be McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Edmondson, Barisic, midfielder Poulsen, Arfield and Davis, up front Hadji, Morales and Kent.
Would you keep Kent? I'd swear about Kent. I think he's been right after Boyle.
He has, mate. I'll keep him on.
Yeah, Jack, can I come in?
Oh, George, you've been sitting there, mate.
George, he came, man. Now you
15 minutes, George, this is a training. George, this is a training session for you.
I just want, do you know what I like to say? I like to get back to the thing, mate. If there's trouble in the dressing room, I hope there is trouble in the dressing room. I hope they're all arguing with each other after that. What you call it? When they're bleak. So I'll tell you this, man. I would like to hope that one player shouting at another, by the way. You were absolutely naff in that game. He says, I was naff. You couldn't trap a beach ball in a phone box. You know what I'm talking about? Let's get controlled aggression, by the way, in that part tomorrow. We're Rangers, man. Let's stop the rot. We're going to win tomorrow night. 4-0, because we're Rangers.
Beach ball in a phone box. Bridgeman, you always struggled with that, mate. So,
do you know what was missing for Saturday? And I think, as a whole, as a club, we missed a great opportunity. Hadji was spread here every bit of media before he signed for us, and he brings them on for the last 13 minutes plus injury time. He should have brought him on maybe about the 55th, 60th minute and lifted the crowd. We needed a lift on Saturday, Oxshire. Sitting at the game, everybody that was watching the telly or whatever they were watching it didn't get the same feeling that we had. No disrespect, but sitting at the game there, we needed a lift because we were all mumping and moaning the way things, passing the ball across again, looking at the Warburton way of playing football, and we needed a lift. He should have brought Hadji on probably 55, probably maybe half an hour to go, and he didn't do that. Camberry I wasn't too bothered about, right? But Hadji, he should have brought him on. He was basically.
Hello.
Is what's that word that I kind of the Hollywood side, and if that's the right word, I don't know if that's the right word. But why did we not bring him on earlier?
I think he was trying to put him on when we were winning.
Gerard usually does that.
Why put him on? But he's
all right. Can I just cut across you? We joined by caller. We enjoyed being evening, Ian.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
All right, mate. What's on your? Make it quick, mate. We'll get about 14 on the panel, buddy.
Listen, just somebody said earlier that we've been caught out. I don't think we've been caught out at all. That we've missed Tav and Morelos.
There's only one person that can answer that. That's Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox, in you come. Tavernier factor.
Big influence on the team. Welcome back tomorrow night.
Is he back tomorrow night? Aye.
He's your favourite, Foxy. He's your favourite.
Yes, indeed, mate. A lot of people say he's not a captain, but when he's been out the side, I think we've seen the effects it has on the team.
Oh, we've totally missed him. We play a different game without him. Polster's done quite well, but definitely not the same team.
Polster done okay on Saturday. He was no Tav, but he done okay.
He's no Tav, but he done okay the last couple of games.
Once the spring and the summer comes in and Fox has got the shots on at the football, you'll see his new Tavernier tattoo.
I can't wait to see that.
It's a beezer, isn't it, JFK?
I've had that since he first came, mate.
It is a good one.
We need to stop the rot tomorrow, lads. We need to stop it.
Absolutely, because if I agree with whoever said that if we don't win the Mora, then I think that's it. I know we've still got a game in hand, but
it makes it a lot harder for us. That's factual and it's not in my own hands. But George,
they've all dropped points. The puddle drinkers will definitely drop points, but it will make it a lot harder for us if we don't get a result tomorrow.
George, we want to try and keep it as much as we're in hands as we can, buddy. Yeah?
Aye, mate. I know. Just a wee bit. Just feel a wee bit. You're not at that age, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Rangers should be doing better than this.
Listen, is there any antibiotics kicked in for your chest, George?
What's that, mate?
Has the drugs kicked in for your chest? Make you feel better?
Yeah, but well, paracetamol didn't do much, does it?
No. Hey, George, you're a wimp. Right, I've got...
Loosen your bra strap, George.
Hey, George, I've got pints of cider, cocoa de malls, and Russian water.
And that's for a sore knee. What do you do for a chest
infection? Russian water.
That's for a sore knee. So you could have snake bites, paracetamol and cocoa de mall, and you could have Russian water.
That's
there's paracetamol and cocoa de mall anyway.
It should heat up the you, Ben, shooting.
I goes down a treat that one, JFK. Brilliant.
I've not been about either because I broke my ribs and bruised a kidney.
How did you manage that?
Day.
How did you manage
it? I fell on the step and no. I didn't have that much to drink, but I tried to stop my cat from biting wires under the telly, and I got up, my legs buckled underneath me, and I fell on a wee step.
Wow, it sounds as if you were with JFK at the time. His knees went away as well.
I'll bring Cairo in.
I did have a drink in me, but my cat's a wee shithead.
So it was your cat's fault?
It was my cat's fault,
I'm injured because of my cat. Brilliant.
Aye.
My pussy me.
And she still bought the wire. She fucking... Oh, sorry for swearing.
What was blame the pussy, yeah?
She bought my headphones into the wire. She bought them in two.
Is that why your voice is a bit blurred tonight?
No, I'm actually on the phone tonight.
Oh, I'm trying not to laugh too much because it's still sore.
Maybe you should try feeding it sometimes, Ian.
No.
What kind of cat is it, Jim? Is it a sore cat after you kicking it?
What's your
Cat's
cat's
seen
name?
your square go.
Yeah, that's what she does give me a square go.
What's your cat's name, Ian?
Rusty.
Boss.
Rusty.
Well, it's a lassie and it's called Rusty.
Aye.
Hey, come on,
Dusty.
She's black with a wee bit of rust through her.
That's
get
it.
it.
You just can't say it's a lassie, you've called it Rusty.
Rusty Lee. Rusty Lee's a woman, isn't she?
Don't forget.
Anybody stand up.
Don't forget,
Rusty Lee.
I've seen Old Bear, and I can assure you, there's a lot of diversity there.
What's the difference here? What's the difference between women and hurricanes?
George,
When they come they're wet and wild, when they go, they take the house in the motor.
Oh, well.
No bad, George. Hard boss.
There you go.
Right, right. So, Cairo, how's it going to go tomorrow night? And then looks as if a lot of players back. We've asked the question about Greg Stewart. He's told us he wasn't quite ready for the weekend. So if he wasn't fit, we can't play him.
No way.
I think we'll win 2-0, and I think George will need to get some new wires for his computer.
It's a trombone, mate.
That's it.
Yeah, good.
Laptop's good.
Can I butt in here? Jim, Fraser. It's 6 weeks minimum. I broke one in Benidorm last year. I was
sober. Were you sober, Jim?
Absolutely not. First night of the holiday, I killed it in the stair in the hotel. I was.
I'm 4 weeks into mine.
Oh no,
6 weeks.
No,
6 weeks for a broken rib. What do you get? You chip somebody?
I've got a bruised kidney, I know. which is sore.
Oh, Ian, what's the language, mate?
Oh, sorry.
If you can't put up with the pain, don't come on and share it with us, mate. We've got enough pain watch the Rangers at the moment.
It's turning out like an episode of MASH, mate.
That's what this is the first drink I've had in a lot for nearly Christmas, and I'm on the Kokoda Malls as well, so...
Don't fall down the stairs then.
My head's a wee... I've not got stairs.
Oh, the car then.
Why you that cat kick away?
Biting your wiring.
Biting your wire?
You're wiring.
Oh, get a cat, baby.
Are you listening, Old Bear?
What's that?
Somebody's trying to bite wires here.
His wires, didn't he? For God's sake.
Hey, I know what to do. Change the cat.
No pull in it.
Change the cat, absolutely.
Right, result for tomorrow night. Fox, give us a prediction, mate.
2-1 Rangers.
Stardog.
2-0 Rangers.
GFK.
2 each.
I lost you there, GFK. You're breaking up, mate. You breaking up?
No, not breaking up. 2 each.
You see me lost that caller there?
Aye.
It's been nice. It's been nice working with GFK, but I
Take
think
it any way you like. I just think that they're not playing good enough, and I'm going for a draw, mate.
All right.
You're just telling lies. You know what I mean? I see it as I see it.
Thanks for the call.
That's fine.
I think we're going to destroy them tomorrow.
What's the score going to be?
Honestly, I think it's going to be 3-0.
3-0. And what about you, George?
Exactly the same as me. 3-0 thrashing.
3-0 thrashing. Jim?
I'm going for 3-0 too.
All right. Old Bear?
4-0.
Well said, my man.
Wow.
Jimmy, you're acting. You're getting me feeling the same feeling I get when I come into a game and there's a pot of paint sitting there. Depressed.
You see, he's all bit the big hook there, didn't you? He's all bit the big hook. No, I'm good.
Can I get mine, Yogstia?
I'm good.
No, you can't.
I'm good for 3-0.
I'm good for
Well done, Jimmy boy.
Yeah, Jimmy boy.
Well, but
I'm
welcome
going for
back, Jimmy.
a 1-0 mollification.
There.
We're stopping the rot tomorrow night. We're stopping it.
1-0 for the Rangers. A mollification.
I'm putting that down to your sore knee, Jimmy.
I hope it buckles.
That's a good point. Does anybody know who the referee is for tomorrow's game?
Oh, that's a good point.
The guy in the black.
Every single one of them are the same for us.
I think it's
doesn't matter.
Probably cheating, beating on our luck.
I think it's
Cheating, beating,
I think it's that guy Don Robertson. I'm sure I've seen the day. I might be wrong.
Oh no, he was our last game. No, last game. The game before. Sorry,
Bobby Madden.
Is it Bobby Madden?
Was that not him said Morales after Motherwell? Or Madden?
Yeah.
Madden?
You'll not even get a throw in after him.
That last game against Aberdeen. Cosgrove, how does he get away with it? Even the last game we played, that guy seems to get away with murder. That Cosgrove.
Did you watch that, Jim? Did you watch it? That game?
I've watched it on, man. It's unbelievable.
No, but Jim was saying about the Cosgrove. What did you think of him?
Should have been setting off, definitely.
100%.
He seems to get away with murder, that boy.
Every game against us.
Every single game against us. Shocking.
It's not him, it's that McKenna.
He should be shot dead. That's what I think.
Oh,
That's a bit heavy, man.
That's a bit heavy.
Well, maybe no deed, but best kneecaps.
That's a bit heavy. Like, we're all sitting here moaning about air players and all that. We're all sitting here moaning about air players and referees. See if our players turn up and play. Referees can't do anything about it, mate. It's up to us to win.
No, you're absolutely right there.
Refereeing is tomorrow, do you know what I mean? Who cares?
Rangers
I just hope my team turns up. Aye, exactly, George. I just hope my team turns up. I don't care who the referee is, Bridgeman. It doesn't matter to me. We can't keep looking at referees all the time. It's up to the squad.
And you can, but because that Sam Cosgrove is a dirty player.
He's not playing tomorrow night.
No, I know that, but when you're saying referees let him away with murder against us.
But we're not playing Aberdeen tomorrow. We're playing Hibs, and it's a new game.
I know, but
we're looking to push on here. We want to be looking at our shoulder constantly. We want to be pushing forward as a squad, mate. It's up to us as a team at 11 on the park to play football, mate, to win. Put the ball in the back of the net.
I totally agree.
If we can't do that, it's on the players, mate. It's not on the referee. I'm fed up hearing it on here. Referees. It's all you hear.
The team.
Guys, can I give you
control discipline on the park? About aggression, control the
one at a time. GFK's coming in. One at a time.
Try to get a wee bit no, hang me. The Glasgow Rangers tonight drew 1 each with the Pearl Rangers 1 each in the Glasgow Cup today. So doing well on that thing, mate. We're getting ourselves all excited, guys. You know, whatever referee it is whatever referee it is. You know, it doesn't bother me who the referee is. I know we can make a comment about who it is or who it isn't, but it's whatever we do on the night, whatever the 15, 16 players play on the night for us. That's all that matters to me. So
I know, but referees can actually control the game, if you know what I mean.
Well, in some aspects they can. You know, I think sometimes we'll read too much into that. You know, I hear people talking about.
Sometimes we do, but with that Cosgrove, he's been sent off past 2 games.
We don't need to worry about referees.
That's right, George. That's the way I look at it. I mean, I've heard a lot of rubbish about. I mean, if Cosgrove would have get sent off against us, then we'd have won the game. I don't ride with that. I just think that whatever we do on the day is what we do, and if we can win it, and we'll let the referees things all take care of themselves. I think if ourselves too wound up with referees, look what's happened to Alfredo over the last couple of years. It's going to eat us up from the inside out.
Well said, mate. Well said.
Just let it go and let's enjoy the game tomorrow night.
Yeah, we never really heard from our senior correspondent there, Bridgeman, but I don't think we need to know his result. How's it going to go tomorrow night, Bridge?
I was just saying earlier, as far as I'm concerned, I'm going for 1-0. But I'm looking for a big mollification. I think we're playing against a to be honest, they're playing against. They're not a bad side, Hibs, and they always, you know yourself, they always kind of raise their game, particularly Ibrox. But they're very tough. They're a tough team, and they're doing the right side. They've got a good fast winger. Is it Boyce? His name is. He's very, very fast. Anyway, whoever he is, and you know, we go to watch him, and we'll go to what. Hello, Pat.
Can I come on a wee bit? See, we stop that Scott Allen. They're useless.
Well, I've never bothered too much about Scott Allen. Scott Allen, to me, he's made 2 passes in his career. For me, he's made 2 passes, both against the Rangers, and both absolutely brilliant passes. And that's all I can say. His first pass, after his first pass, we wanted to buy him or get him or whatever, and it was nothing to do with it. And once at Easter Road, he put a lovely pass through, and they scored against us.
Pass.
Fantastic! But it was a wonderful pass. But and I'm not trying to take away too much of his talent. But as for the rest of his game against us, he's not there. He hasn't been, and he always ends up getting subbed against us. Well, that's my opinion anyway. I'm going to worry about any of them too much, other than the toughness. I've got a good, shall we say, defensive fullback, like our captain, David Gray. He scored He scored in the cup final. He beat us. So he's good, but he's a dirty player.
He got injured on Saturday.
Oh, did he? Well, that's good. That's good.
He was substituted second half.
Is Hanlon still playing for them? The big centre half.
Hanlon's still there. Horgan.
Aye.
They've just brought McNulty in and Dodge. Boyle.
Dodge we know, but not a bad player, Dodge. But McNulty, he used to be with them. And
aye.
Let him come back.
Aye, okay.
So we need to watch out for these people, because they're above the ground. They're above the grass level. Every time they go in for a tackle, it's going to be high. That's for sure. We need to watch that.
Yeah.
So 1-0 for the Bridgeman, and a real mollification, please.
The real Bridge. We've also reached that time in the evening, mate.
Wow. Well, what a marvellous night again, Oxy. I thoroughly enjoyed it. The guys have been great. Really, really good. So well done to you and everybody else. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, one sleep, guys, one sleep. And anybody going, I'll see them at the bistro. Every single one is. Keep it going for the Rangers. Get out there, buy the tickets, and keep it going. Rangers need us. Keep it going.
All right, can I thank everybody for calling in, all the boys in the panel this evening, everybody for taking part in the lobby. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night at 6:45 with the build up to the game. Take it away, Foxy boy.
They come from all of Glasgow, they come from near and far. They come from every Highland glen, from here to Lochnacar. They sail from dear old Belfast to the bonny banks of Clyde. They gather round at Ibrox Park and loudly sing with pride. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, now set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. The boys in blue of Ibrox, aye, the Scotland's very best. There's Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch it, friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. The boys in blue, the Ibrox side of Scotland's very best. Richie Shearer, Robin, John Craig McKinnon too. There's Baxter, Henderson, George McLean, they proudly wear the blue. There's Miller, Brandon, Wilson, what better could you want? Plus 70,000 Rangers fans that proudly sing this chant. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. In case you didn't catch your friend, I'll set your mind at rest. Oh yeah, it's R-E-N-G-E and R-N-S. The They're the boys in blue from Ibrox side of Scotland's very best. They're the boys in blue from Ibrox side of Scotland.